Stephanie Ballum is a 31-year-old who works at Walmart right outside of Columbus, Ohio. When she gets off her shift, she normally goes to the checkout stand to buy a few items before she goes home. She first swipes her employee discount card, and after that, she swipes her EBT card, her electronic benefit transfer card, because she qualifies for food stamps because of the wages that she makes. Public assistance is available to anyone who is at or below the poverty level. For a single person, that means that they have to make under $15,000 a year. Now, companies and states keep records of the companies and the employees that they have that are on government assistance. And you know, there are many recognizable names that you'll find on those lists. You'll find Target, you'll find Kroger Foods, McDonald's, and Dollar General, just a couple of them. But who's at the top of that list? Walmart. When Walmart moves into a small town, it forces local businesses to compete with the impossible. Cheap prices and convenience come at a very high cost, the destruction of the American economy. Now, I can understand why we as busy people like the convenience of a Walmart superstore. But what are we willing to sacrifice in order to get cheap prices and to save just a little bit of time? There are many reasons why you should not shop at Walmart, but I'm going to give you just a few. The first is that they get their products from overseas companies, and that drives down the costs, and it forces smaller businesses to compete with those lower prices. According to the movie Walmart, The High Cost of Low Price, a store in Middlefield, Ohio, it's a hardware store, it was open since 1962. Shortly after a Walmart moved in, they were forced to close their doors. Now this is a story you can hear, and I'm sure we've all heard, all across America. It happens all the time. Not only are the small businesses being affected, but so are the suppliers. According to the book, The Walmart Effect by Charles Fishman, companies that do 10% of their supply, if it goes to Walmart, they have a profit margin of 12.7%. That's not too bad. But if they are considered captive suppliers of Walmart, which means that they provide 25% or more of their products, they go to Walmart, they had a profit cut of almost half to 7.3%. Next, since Walmart gets their goods from out of country, they are taking those jobs away from Americans. According to the Economic Policy Institute, trade between Walmart and China, it resulted in the loss of 133,000 manufacturing jobs between the years 2001 and 2006. 133,000. There are companies such as Levi's and Masterlock that used to have factories here in the United States. They were forced to close those factories and move them overseas in order to keep up with the low-cost demands of Walmart. And last, they treat their employees poorly. According to the movie that I spoke of before, tens of thousands of Walmart employees and their children are enrolled in Medicaid and are dependent on the government for health care. There were also people that they actually suggested them to seek government assistance for health care by the HR department. Now I'm going to show you an image here. This is called the Walmart food stamp scam. So step one, they pay your employees so little that they are forced to rely on food stamps to survive. Then, step two, they exploit the loopholes to avoid paying billions in taxes that fund the food stamps. Step three, they reap billions in profits when food stamps are spent in your stores. This is what's going on. According to workplacefairness.org, an internal memo from a Walmart executive recommending numerous ways to reduce healthcare spending was discovered by the New York Times. The memo noted that Walmart workers were sicker than the national population and tended to overuse emergency rooms instead of visiting their own doctors. Among the memo's recommendations to reduce healthcare spending, there was discouraging unhealthy people from working at Walmart. One way to accomplish a goal. They also wanted to require that all their jobs required some sort of physical activity. They wanted to hire more part-time workers. They were going to reduce 401k contributions, and they were going to put health clinics inside the Walmart stores. That executive, just something to know, was promoted to the head of the Human Resource Division within a few months of that memo. People are being treated unfairly. We are losing what was the heart and soul of America, and jobs are decreasing because of one place, Walmart. The solution to stopping it from happening and from continuing, it is simple. Stop supporting this business. There are many other options to get your groceries and all your necessities, all your things that you need. You could go to Safeway or Trader Joe's for your groceries. Another store to get your necessities, Target. If you are like me and you have children and you don't like going to the store with them, there's Amazon. It's a wonderful, wonderful solution. Amazon Prime, for a little price, you can get stuff within 2 days, free shipped. And since we live in the Bay Area, there's now Prime Now, which you can get stuff within 2 hours delivered to your house. Another thing that you can do is, if you hear of Walmart that's going to be coming into our area again, then we need to go talk. We need to go talk to our local government. We need to discuss. We need to tell them the truth about Walmart and the truth about what it does to our economy and what it takes away from us. If we stand together on this issue, we can stop the Walmart effect from happening. We can put more jobs and we can put more money into our local businesses. We can actually see Made in America written on the products that we buy. We will no longer compromise when it comes to quality products than cheaply mass-produced products. I urge you, all of you, to stand with me. Stand against this company that is slowly taking away that American dream that we all have. The dream where we can go to a store and buy whatever we want without a big corporation telling us what we can and can't do. I'm going to leave you with a quote from the Senator of Vermont, Bernie Sanders. Greed is the religion of the billionaire class. The Walton family, owners of Walmart, is the wealthiest family in America and pay their employees starvation wages. The Koch brothers are the second wealthiest family and make huge contributions in order to cut Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. A nation based on greed will not survive morally, economically, or politically.